Hi guys, Mike Dixon from Stones Bushcraft. You can see we're out on a really dingy morning. What I'm going to do is just set up a quickie sit down shelter. I'll see if I can gather some materials. Maybe I'll have a small fire. If not, I'll just use my hobo stove. But we'll see how it goes. Right guys, I've just got a little bridge line set up between two strong trees. It's not really taut, but it needs to be taut enough for you to suspend something off it. So let's show you the tarp now. Right guys, so I just brought out the Tatonka. It's a personal favourite of mine. It's poly cotton. It's got a nice waterproof coating on it, and it fares well around the fire. And I'm going to set it out in such an easy way. You'll wonder why you don't do it yourself. Let's do that now. Right guys, first off we grab one of the corners and we Prusik looped it to the line, just tied it on in a bow. It's pretty simple as first step. Right guys, so the next step is, this is the middle of the ridge line. I have a tie on it already. I'm just going to peg this out now. So no fancy knots, just a bow, simple as. Right, so now we just got to organise it. And then get a guy line and peg these two sides out. That's pretty much it then guys. Just stuck my space blanket underneath the reinforced tarp one. That's it. It's overhanging when you're sitting in, so you are protected from the top, and you can stick all your kit in there. It's fantastic. Now it's time to see about getting the fire going. Right guys, camp so far. Found the old cobbles from my fire pit before. It weren't stashed that far away, so whoever it was, wasn't that clever. Bit of wood I've collected. Just laid, see, just beyond that bit of wood there, just a bit of wood on the floor, bit of split wood. So I'm going to build the fire on. I'm just going to get all this all snapped up and ready, and then I'll get the camera back on. Right guys, most of it's all done now. It's taken me about 40 minutes from start to finish. It's not bad. Start the fire, I'm going to use these. So I've been using them, trying them out, but they're on YouTube. It's a guy from the Brazilian jungle. Shows these. They're homemade, cotton wool, dipped in wax. What I do is melt a few tea light candles, dump a whole load of cotton wool balls stir it around, leave them out to dry, and they go fluffy. They're rock hard, but you can just fluff it up and you can then strike into it, and they work perfect, which I'll show you now. So, fire steel, and as always I use my multi-tool to use back of the saw blade. Go. These things burn for ages, about half hour, and the best thing is you can put them out and relight them. So let's just let this thing take off. I didn't really fluff it up enough, I don't think. Try again. So everything don't always go right. There you go, it's burning a lot better. You just give lots of room underneath for air to circulate, and you can build it up. Still lots of thin stuff does help. Right guys, just waiting for some water to boil now. Just using Guide Designs backpacker bottle. It's simple, it's easy. Fits in my little 10x4 Maxpedition pouch, which also houses my hobo stove. You can see my Trangia burner in there, my GSI cup, this little front pouch. Have some ethanol gel. This actually burns really well in this. Just keep it in this little cat can to burn. Fits bottom of my Trangia. It's just like a nesting cooking set really. So we've got that in the bottom. First I've got the 2 pegs that fit in. You don't actually need them, but it just helps a little bit because the cup sits in this first little divot, which is perfect really. So I have some tinder card, my folding spork, the simmer ring, and there I have a Dermasafe blade, Dermasafe saw for a striker for the little fire still, and the lid to my cup. That's all I need in it really. There is room for a bit of food if I need to put it in there. Right, everything fits in it. The other thing that goes in this are the little pack of wax balls, wax cotton balls, fire lighters. That's what I started the fire with. They work. You can cook with them. They leave sooty marks, but hey, I've got a black bottomed cup, so it don't really matter. So everything fits in nice and snug. It all nests in. I leave the Trangia burner in the bottom. Then my bottle goes in. Then my cup turns round and goes in that way, and it all shuts down. Simple and easy. That's the way I like it. Right, so hopefully this is going to boil, so I can then get my breakfast on. Right guys, so the fire you're looking at now is my perfect type of fire. We've got a whole bed of coals there, and it's red hot, and I'm talking, that's too hot there, that's perfect. You can add fuel to make it bigger, or you can just leave it to burn away as it is. Move about these little bits. Want to feed everything in so that I get to burn everything that I started to burn. And that's it, perfect fire. This is controllable. It's not going to get out of control. It's suitable for my needs. I can create smoke to keep the insects away from me, and I can boil and cook food, which is perfect for outdoors. Hi guys, so it's now mid-afternoon, just finishing off my lunch. Let the fire burn down to nothing while I went for a little wander. Just show you. There you go, just a pile of ashes. It's kind of like how I want to leave it. I literally come for a day trip, check out the site, see if it's feasible for new trips, see if there is wood around, dead wood, Can't really say it was successful or not, to be honest. Just drinking some freshly brewed nettle tea. Just dry the leaves out at home, crumble them up, stick them in, strain it out, and it's done. This is what you're left with. It's a greeny liquid. And it actually tastes really good. Not everyone's taste. You can add stuff to it. The health benefits of nettles is amazing. It's something that everyone should look into, as they're so abundant. They can be eaten raw, cooked, used like spinach. There's all sorts you can do with them. I think they're great. Always do your research though first, guys. Full of vitamin C. Couldn't really ask for much more. And there are some manufacturers of tea out there that make these mixes, but none, not that I've found, that's just on its own. But I mean, it's easy enough to make, guys. Give it a go. Saves keep drinking coffee all the time. So I'm actually going to clear up. Well, no, I'm going to finish off my lunch first. Then clear up and probably clear out. Have a good scout around for firewood for future trips, which I'll catch you soon on, guys.